When you want to read at night, you just press a switch and the electric lamp lights you up. Do you know who invented the electric lamp? He was an American named Thomas Alva Edison. Even in his childhood, Edison loved to do experiments. He was fond of asking questions and he was never satisfied till he got the right answers. There are many stories about his childhood and here are a few of them. One day when young Edison was at school, the teacher was telling children a story about the birds. He got up and asked the teacher, "Madam, why cannot man fly like a bird?" "Because man has no wings," replied the teacher. The young boy thought for a moment and asked her again, "But kites have no wings and still we can fly them in the sky." All the other boys laughed and the teacher lost her patience. She thought the boy was stupid and naughty. She asked his parents to take him out of school. His parents took him home but they knew that he was not a stupid boy. Edison was just 8 years old when this happened. Young Edison found in his mother his best teacher. She was patient enough to answer all his questions and with her help and guidance he made good progress. He used to observe things very closely and do a lot of experiments. Some of his experiments were silly but he learnt a lot from them. He said to himself, he wanted to try the experiment on someone. He caught hold of a few worms, beat them into a pulp and mixed it in water. He took the mixture to a servant girl and said to her, "This is a wonderful mixture. If you drink this, you can fly like a bird. Come on, drink it and see." The poor girl believed him and drank the mixture. Well, she did not fly but she fell ill. Young Edison's mother warned him not to do such silly experiments. Once he went to a poultry farm with his mother. There he saw a hen. It was sitting on its eggs. He asked his mother about it and she answered, "The hen is hatching its eggs. After some time chickens will come out of the eggs." "Why can't I hatch eggs?" thought young Edison. The next morning he got a dozen eggs and sat on them. He got up after some time but he did not find any chickens. He had only smashed the eggs and spoiled his shirts. He got a good beating from his mother that day. A really funny boy, wasn't he? He failed in all these experiments, but he had learned something from them. He had learned that his idea was wrong. He was fond of books and read quite a lot of them. His father gave him 25 cents for every book he read. He read widely with the pocket money he got. He bought more books and set up a small laboratory. His mother encouraged him and helped him in his experiments. After some time Edison found that he needed more money to carry on his experiments. And he wanted to more books as he had read all the books he had at home. He wanted to go out and see new places and new people. He wanted to read new books and to improve his knowledge. So he decided to take up a job in the railway. At first, his parents did not like this idea as he was just 12 years old. But they agreed when he gave them good reasons for his decision. So Edison became a newspaper boy and traveled up and down the train to Detroit. He sold newspapers, sweets and fruits and earned $2 first day. He said to his mother at supper that night, "Take this $1, mother. Every night I shall give you $1 from what I earn." And he kept it. A year or two later, Edison decided to produce his own newspaper. He bought an old printing press and set it up in his railway wagon. He edited and printed his paper, sold a number of copies, and made more money. With the money he got, he set up a small laboratory in his railway wagon. When he was 15, he met with an accident that affected his career. While he was doing an experiment in his laboratory, the train turned round a corner. There was a sudden jolt and a bit of phosphorus fell on the floor of his carriage and it caught fire. Before he could put it out, the newspapers had caught fire. The fire spread and Edison shouted for help. The guard came in and together they were able to put out the fire. But that was the end of Edison's service on the train. He was dismissed at the next station.